Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Tiny Venturing. Today I decided to try out, it's called Eddyville Sand Dunes. It's actually in Wapello County. There is, however, 55 acres that are in Mahaska County. It's right outside the town of Eddyville, Iowa. Of course, I'll leave all the links down below to show you how to get here. Otherwise, they've got some cool species here, endangered species, and then things like the prickly pear. Don't think that's endangered though. Ornate box turtles here. Something toad was here. But yeah, I thought it'd be a nice, good place to venture out and see what it's all about. So why don't we get this? And we even got a cat right there. Yeah. Don't think that one's endangered species though. So let's go ahead and get started on this venture. Let's head on out. Looks like we got ourselves a little guide along the way. It will show us all the cool little places here. Yeah. So we still got our friend right there. Hasn't let me pet it, but it's a nice little tour guide. There's just something about coming to, conservation areas. It's just being out there in nature. Even being at this time of the evening at sunset. I don't know if I can get. I know last time I tried it, but we do have a pretty nice sunset over there. So nice colors. I'm sure they'll get richer and everything, and purples and pinks and everything. But yeah, it looks like the ground here, as you can tell behind me, nice good paved rock trail. I think it was like 1.5 miles, so round trip. If that's the case, that's how long we'll be going on this trail. So otherwise, let's keep on going. We'll see what we can find. And we might even see what the friend's leading us to. Yeah. So it looks like on this placard here has an area, the wetlands. So yeah, nice little wooden walkway. Not sure how super of a wetland it is. It's pretty moss overgrown, but that still has a nice little table. Got some chairs here where you can just relax. So if you're one of those people who likes taking pictures of wildlife or surroundings, this might be a good place to come to. Remember being back here probably years ago. There was actually some geocaches in the area. I don't know if there still are. If there is, I'm able to show you one or so. I will. Otherwise, it looks like my companion down here, tour guide, is telling me to let's go and venture some more. So let's hop up. And pretty peaceful though. Pretty peaceful, even with it being overgrown and that and mossy. Still a nice place to just come and visit. So let's venture out some more on this area. So we're at a second placard here. This one talks about the prickly pear cactus. It looks like in June flowers emerge from them. I do see some area here that has a prickly pear cactus. So it looks like some of the flowers are all gone. Oh, we got a nice patch of the prickly pear cactus right there. So, yeah. All right, so I don't know how good or cool it is, but yeah. See, we got the cool sunset over there. Turning to be more goldens now and red. We do have a placard coming up, so I figured while we're getting ready to go to the placard, we enjoy a little bit of the sun sunset right there. So this one just talks about the different plants and the biodiversity. So what makes Eddyville Dunes and what the habitats they provide. So looks like they have sand prairies, wetlands as we saw earlier, and woodlands and savannas. So which looks like we'll be heading to the woodlands part. And we of course got our nice friendly tour guide right there. You ready? All right. So let's go. I'm not sure if you can see behind me, but just seeing the sunset, times like this to where you're, make sure I don't step on our trail guide, but just that moment, you know, mine's the trees. I really will admit that. You'll see probably with a lot of these ventures, if I'm out in the open area, yeah, I'm gonna have the trees, because you know, trees up there, yeah, it's just pretty amazing. Yeah, I don't know, it's something that, you know, they feed some fuel in here, some comfort. You know, the trees breathe. They breathe for us, you know. So yeah, it's just quite amazing. Oh, being out here, walking with her. Oh, come on, walking with the tour guide, getting a little slow on me. But yeah, it's just not for sure if we'll get any different kind of footage. I don't know. There's just something about being out in nature. You can just enjoy it for what it is. Looks like we got our placard coming up, so we'll see what that one says. But yeah, it's just, if you're one that enjoys nature, you understand probably what I mean. This one looks like it's been torn up a little, or rained in that on, maybe. It just talks about controlling the invasive species of the area. So we do have, we had a good windstorm. Looks like we have one tree down here. So, you coming? Oh yeah. Let's keep on going. We'll see if we can get through all this before it gets dark. Normally I go on weekends before, for film footage, depending on where the area is at. Lately I've actually been trying to just get them a day or two before Friday. I don't know, it's just something to see how it would be to film every day for all of you out there. So yeah, let's just get back to enjoying some of the area. So it looks like I got a pretty cool entrance here into woodland. I'm not going to take a big venture since we are starting to get past sunset, but it looks like we got an area this way. We also got an area that way. So maybe that's something I'll come back to when I get more time and that. But you know, today's been pretty cool. Got to meet a new friend, our tour guide. See different areas here. Just enjoy some of the peacefulness and some of the sunsets. So I don't know if I can get. Hopefully, it gives some justice of how wonderful the sunsets are. So yeah, let's keep on walking. We'll see if we can get through all this before dark actually sets in. We're coming up to another placard, so let's see what this one says. Oh, this one talks about the ornate box turtle. So let's see here, just go through. It looks like they're threatened. Activity is April to October. I have not seen any box turtles yet, because I don't think. Nope, that's not a box turtle. So that's our tour guide. It looks like they're omnivores. They feed on insects, worms, and carrion, dead animals. I did not know that. And it looks like mostly in spring they do their courtship, but it can occur throughout the season. 5 to 6 eggs are laid in the sand, hatching within 2 to 3 months. So, and they can live up to 50 years. And I guess our little tour guides may be trying to show us where maybe a few's at. So, yeah. So, let's keep venturing on the trail and see where it continues to take us to. Let's go. Oh, come on. So coming up on another placard, and it looks like we have a snake in our trail. So we're just going to walk around. I'm not for sure if. Whoop, I would say the snake was alive there. So our tour guide scared it away for us. But yeah, so just be careful and be respectful for where you walk when you're in areas like this. You never know what might be below your feet. So let's see what this placard's got on here for information. Looks like this one talks about the 6-lined race runner. So it looks like a lizard. Of course, being this time evening, I probably will not see any of the 6-lined race runners. Did, however, get to see a snake. So let's go ahead and venture some more. We'll try to finish up this before we lose all the light there. We got our tour guide behind us, so I'll just keep taking the trails in front, and hopefully it wraps around back to where we began. Well, I'm not sure if you can really see me. As you can tell, our nighttime is pretty well upon us. So it looks like this is pretty much an old road that they've closed off. I'll finish up to get us back to the main entrance. So if you ever come here, give it a few hours maybe before dusk, just to venture around and see the area. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and give you that nice little view of a sunset behind me, as it looks like I'm pretty well in the dark here. And I'm going to focus on getting back to the vehicle, and maybe we'll recap when we get there, okay? We'll see you there. So I'm doing this with my light on my camera here. It looks like the last placard we had, which we didn't get to see these really, I don't think, is the pale green orchids. So let's see. Looks like that. Not for sure if there's any like straight around, but yeah, Looks like moist prairies. The flowers can be yellow green or pale green. Late June, mid-July. And 24 inches tops for height. And it is listed as an endangered species. So, yeah. That's one other thing you can also look at when you're traveling the trails here at the Eddyville Sand Dune. So, as you can tell, this is my trail back. We're almost back up to the beginning though, so otherwise it's actually pretty peaceful here in the nighttime. We still have our tour guide somewhere. Oh, there they come. The glowing eyes and everything. Yep. Right there. So, otherwise, we'll match back up at the beginning here, and then we'll try to talk a little bit before we head out. I tried to give some light here with the headlights on my car. We're actually back out, and yes, it is quite dark out. It was a nice little walk though for this time of evening. A little bit harder to film, so I'll keep that in mind next time when I bring y'all with me, that we need to have a little bit more light. Our tour guide, of course, didn't make it with us. All right, there's a tour guide. Made the whole trail as well. So I hope this gets all of you out there. If this is the first time that you've been to the channel, well, welcome. I'm Charles, and yeah, thank you for joining on this episode of Tiny Venturing. Be sure to subscribe down below if you haven't, like, and leave a comment. Don't forget to hit the bell either. You want to make sure those notifications are on, because I might be uploading some videos throughout the week as well. I'm on the air for that. So otherwise, we got a nice little tour buddy here that I guess wants to be paid. So we'll give it some loves and that. Otherwise, you might be cautious on if you ever encounter an animal out in the wilderness. This one looks pretty tame as it's coming up to me. So, you want to say goodbye? Yeah. So, we'll leave you at that. I hope this has been fun for you. It has for me. And I'd like to come back actually out here probably in June, the way it looks like a lot of the placards was saying. But yeah, get out there, enjoy life, find your own tiny ventures, and do your own tiny venturing. Until next time, we'll see you soon. Bye. Thank you again for the being the tour guide for me. Sorry I don't have nothing more than cracker here for you, but it looks like you're enjoying it. So yeah.